Thank you very much for the question. No? Actually, marami talaga tayong mga natutunan no? When we first implemented yung flexible learning modality natin. No one among us, I think, would imagine in our lifetime that we would actually be living in a pandemic world. No? So, when the lockdown was announced March of last year, in fact, the classes have not yet ended at that time. I think we still have 2 more weeks of supposedly classes at that time when the government declared that there will be a government lockdown. And honestly, at that time, we were not really prepared because we did not have at that time yet a learning management system in place for the university. There were calls before na ipasa na lang lahat ng estudyante, no? At hindi naman nila kasalanan kung bakit hindi nila natapos yung semestre. But the good thing about it is that actually we were done with about, I think 90% of the semester was almost done, and the teachers already had basis on how to compute for the grades of our students. So it was really a wake-up call for us, no? Na kung magpapatuloy yung ganitong klase ng sistema na hindi pwedeng pumasok yung mga estudyante at ganoon na rin yung mga guro natin sa ating paaralan, kailangan meron tayong ma-set up na pamamaraan o yung learning management system na so that learning can continue. We had to do an emergency purchase, and we're very fortunate that we have a very supportive local government unit in the city of Makati. Kasi wala naman sa budget natin last year yung pag-purchase ng LMS. So we were just fortunate that the city where the University of Makati is and who owns the university is highly supportive of education. So we actually invested millions of pesos in setting up our learning management system, which we aptly called TBL Hub, no? To honor our late President Tomas B. Lopez, no? Who was very high in technology. I remember he once said na technology can really be the great equalizer in terms of education. Kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng 50 students to 1 teacher. Kasi with the use of technology, kahit walang classroom, yung physical classroom, you can still continue to teach anytime, anywhere, and at the students and the learners' own pace. Kaya lang, dun sa tanong mo nga talaga, ang question doon, gaano ba tayo naging kahanda? Unang-una, of course, we have to prepare the learning materials. Madali yung hardware, yung software, bibilin mo lang yun eh. Bibili ka ng computer, bibili ka ng apps na yung sa TBL Hub natin. Ang problema, anong laman? And that was the first challenge. The challenge was to actually convince our faculty members to digitize their lectures. Because, as you know, karamihan naman ng mga teachers natin, sanay talaga sa chalk-talk. Papasok sa classroom, may dalang libro, di ba? Kung meron silang book reference. Tapos ang lecture nila, sulat sa blackboard o kaya yung kanilang pagkwento sa mga estudyante. And unfortunately, yung mga sinusulat nila sa blackboard o yung mga kwento na ginagawa nila sa mga estudyante, hindi naman siya digitized. So that was really the first challenge. We had to convince our faculty members to start actually working on the learning materials. And until now, we are still trying to improve it. Iba-iba kasi yung nakita natin doon, yung iba cut and paste lang na or are not even aware of citing kung kanino bang source ng PowerPoint yung ginagamit nila o video. So this we had to relearn all of this and contribute it to the right source. And of course, second concern challenge was, aside from the readiness of our faculty, yung readiness din syempre ng ating mga estudyante. That's why we conducted several surveys to find out unang-una kung may learning device ba na available sa bahay ng mga estudyante natin. Pangalawa, kung kaya ba ng kanilang learning device yung ginagamit natin na learning management system. And we found out na meron pa rin talaga tayong mga estudyante na in their household either shared yung device o kaya naman wala talaga silang learning device. So it's good that there were some organizations, especially our student council, which actually helped these students. Siyempre, aside from the learning device, another issue mo dyan, both for faculty and the students, is connectivity. Maaring may cellphone ka na pwede mong gamitin sa klase mo, or may laptop ka, or may tablet ka. Ang tanong, may internet connection ba na stable? So, we had to adjust. Kaya nga, one of the first things that we directed as the VP for academics during the first year of implementation was to actually exercise maximum leniency as far as the requirements of students is concerned. We even had to adjust our grading system. We had to adjust our attendance monitoring. Kasi nga, obviously, we cannot blame both students and faculty who might be lagging out or who might not be able to attend the sessions on a regular basis because of these difficulties. Now, how are we planning to improve it? Actually, in the campus and in the future, kasi nakikita natin hindi na mawawala itong ganitong klase ng ng learning. It will stay, yung flexible learning. In the future, we're looking at applying combination of both face-to-face and online learning. So in the campus, we have already set a wired and wireless. So pag nakabalik na po yung mga estudyante dito sa University of Makati, actually magugulat po kayo, yung buong campus natin may internet connection na. So that's one of the major innovations that we've done. We are also in the process of distributing computer tablets to all of our students. This is a support that will come from the city and also that of one of our benefactors from the Department of Information and Communication Technology, DICT. So lahat po ng mga estudyante natin sa UMAC, mabibigyan po sila ng tablet. May prepaid SIM na rin po siya from Globe. So Globe will donate the SIM cards. Tapos titignan po natin, maybe slowly, especially dun sa mga estudyante talaga kapag mataas na po ang ating vaccination rate, maybe some may be allowed to go to the campus, especially yung talagang may difficulty in connection sa bahay nila. Kasi sabi ko nga po sa inyo kanina, yung buong campus natin ngayon is already wired and wireless. Plus, there is, of course, continuous improvement and training of both our faculty and staff on how to use our learning management system. So, these are the things that we have learned, as far as preparedness is concerned, and as far as the logistical requirements that we need for us to really implement a very good flexible learning modality. And this is the steps that the university has undertaken to improve both the quality of instruction and also the quality of learning. Instruction on the part of the teachers and the quality of learning on the part of our students. So, yan po yung mga innovations na ginagawa po natin ngayon. Actually, in brief, I think I already covered that with the first question. But ang sinasabi ko nga, for this coming second year, the expectation is both faculty and students should have adjusted already. Yun yung expectation, no? After 1 year of online learning, the expectation is both our faculty and students should have already adjusted. So it's really more of refining and mastering the use of the learning management system. So one of the preparations that we are going to do is magiging part na ng students orientation, yung freshman orientation, yung how to use the learning management system natin, yung TBL app. So required na lahat ng estudyante dadaan sa orientation on how to use the learning management system. At hindi lang yung mga estudyante, pati yung mga faculty members natin. In fact, all faculty members, regardless of whether you are a full-time or part-time faculty, should undergo training as well on how to use the TBL hub, yung ating LMS. So that's one preparation that major preparation that we're doing. Second, ang sabi ko nga, ang expectation kasi is that it will still continue to be used even if in the future there will be face-to-face classes that will be allowed already by the government. We will still continue to use the learning management system platform that we have kasi sayang naman yung investment natin dyan. Mas lalo na, ang sinasabi ko nga, mas lalo na kapag may mga schedule ng cancellation ng classes. Halimbawa, nagkaroon ng mga natural calamities, halimbawa ng bagyo, di ba? Pagka nagkakaroon ng bagyo, madalas nagkakaroon ng suspension of classes. Now, to be able to make up for the lost time, yung contact hours ng both faculty and students, then the learning management system can be a good tool that we can use for make-up classes, no? Para hindi naman ma-shortchange yung mga estudyante natin, no? At the same time, pabor din yan sa ating mga faculty, mas lalo na sa mga casual faculty natin kasi alam niyo naman, yung mga casual faculty natin, just like any other casual employees, no work, no pay sila. Kaya kapag walang klase, wala rin silang bayad, no? And actually, pabor din yung paggamit ng learning management system about this modality. So, for the second academic year, the expectation is that, sabi ko nga kanina, we have more or less should have adjusted to its use. Of course, it's not yet perfect. There are still a lot of improvements that we can do. That's why we will never stop in training and upgrading the capability of both our faculty and staff and sharing this knowledge as well to our students. The first message, of course, is to stay safe. That's I think the best message that I can give, no, right now. The threat of the virus is still there. Alam ko lahat tayo, we are wishing na magkaroon ng some semblance of normalcy, na makita natin yung mga kaklase natin, makita natin yung mga teacher natin, maamoy natin yung campus, mahawakan natin yung mga silya, yung blackboard, makakain sa kantin kahit hindi masarap yung pagkain, di ba? Makakwentuhan yung mga kaklase natin dito sa sa campus. Yung makita yung oval, makalakad dyan sa... I'm sure all of us are excited about this and wish that these things would happen, no? Yung irony nga niyan, nung may pasok at pumapasok pa, ang gusto ng mga bata ay sana walang pasok. Ngayon namang online ng ang gusto naman nila, sana may pasok na para makapunta ako sa eskwelahan. But you know, the threat of the virus is still there. And the message really is to stay safe. Kanina we had an EXCOM meeting and the mayor wanted to get the statistics of our vaccination rate as far as our employees is concerned. And we're happy to announce that as far as the employees of the university, both full-time, part-time, and also the outsourced employees, kagaya ng mga security guards natin, yung mga maintenance personnel, nasa more than 90% na ang ating vaccination rate. Now, once the order of the city for the vaccines that they purchased arrives, then the general population would also be included, and that would of course prioritize din yung ating mga estudyante that are residing in the city. Okay? So, yung message really is just to continue to be resilient. This is a test of our resiliency. Sinasabi ko nga, 'di ba? Ngayon, and we cannot do away with technology anymore. So, for both our faculty, our staff, and our students, mastering technology is now going to be a life skill that we have to invest in ourselves. And we have seen the signs already. What do I mean by this? 'Di ba, dati ang nagde-direct ng traffic sa Metro Manila, MMDA. Ngayon hindi na MMDA eh. Ang nagde-direct na ng traffic sa Metro Manila, Waze. Diba? Dati ang transportation at saka ang transportation system natin, ang nagde-direct na sa atin, Grab or Angkas, 'di ba? Ayun na yung mga yun na yung tinitignan natin ngayon on how to make our lives easier, the use of technology. So and sabi ko nga, this is a life skill that we have to master, including of course our communication skills and the right attitude and values towards dealing with other people. So this pandemic is really testing a lot of us. I've known of some students and even staff who had encountered mental breakdowns and mental difficulties already because of the pandemic. And kaya nga ang ano ko talaga dyan is for us to continue to just fight on. Hopefully in the future there will be, sabi ko nga, some sense of normalcy, but while we are waiting for that, the real message is for us to stay safe, because the University of Makati will not stop in providing quality educational services to our students. That is a guarantee that the city and the University of Makati will continue to give to all our learners, na hindi po titigil yung ating pamantasan na magbigay ng kalidad na edukasyon para po sa ating mga mag-aaral. No? Because at the end of the day, we want our graduates to be able to compete for the jobs that are available, not only in the city, not only in the entire country, but also for jobs that are available outside the Philippines. So, muli po, para po sa mga estudyante natin, continue to be resilient, stay safe, and let's just all pray and hope that things will get back to, or will become much better than what it is today. So, yun po. Maraming salamat po, Elyxzur.